Hello and welcome to another TV licensing video on doing stuff and filming it. I've had another letter, and this one is actually different to the others. They've actually come up with something new. Well, no, let's be honest, it's going to be the same bullshit as before, but let's have a look anyway. Okay, here we go. So, from the outside, there's only one difference that you can see. You've still got the legal occupier at my address and all the silly reference numbers and QR codes. The bit that caught my eye as soon as it landed on my doorstep was this code, your IN0100. And that is what it is. I'll hold it up a bit closer. IN0100. Now, we used to get a much longer reference number, which means something is going on. They are actually making changes of some sort. So, overleaf, it's the usual bollocks. Darlington return address, sustainably sourced or recycled paper that didn't need to be sent to me in the first place. Let's have a look at the letter. Now, there's elements of this which we've seen plenty of times before. Like I said a minute ago, legal occupier, my address, QR codes, reference numbers, all that jazz. Your status unlicensed in this sort of weird bluey green colour. Dated 26th of June. I know it's now July when I'm recording this. I've been procrastinating because there's other things I like doing than reading TV licensing letters. But yeah, anyway, your IN0100, and it goes, Dear Legal Occupier, still haven't found out my name, an IN0100 code has been issued against your address. We use it to target unlicensed homes like yours that require a visit from our enforcement officers. I don't require a visit at all. We've been over this many times now. I do not require a visit, nor are your enforcement officers welcome. But let's carry on. This letter is a formal notification that your details, which they don't have now been passed to our enforcement team for your area. I don't believe there actually is an enforcement team for my area. They keep saying I fall under Cambridge, but I'm actually closer to a number of other towns, about an hour's drive if you want to come to my house from Cambridge. But there we go. And you could be visited at any time, day or evening, or weekdays or weekends. Or more likely, not at all, because it hasn't happened and it's been years now. This bit again, we need to check you are not breaking the law. You absolutely do not. That is just daft. It really is. I mean, do you see the police turning up and saying, oh, we need to check you're not breaking the law? I mean, nobody put that idea in their head if you do know a police officer, because they undoubtedly will, and we all know what the police are like. It's a criminal offence to watch or record live TV without a licence on any device. You also need a TV licence to be covered for everything on BBC iPlayer. Okay, that bit is true. Yeah, fine. You could be prosecuted. The qualifying mark is in Scotland. Scottish criminal law applies. We've seen that plenty of times. And have to pay a fine. If enforcement officers find evidence of illegal TV viewing, you could be interviewed under caution. Just tell them to fuck off. In accordance with national criminal law, which could lead to prosecution. The maximum penalty is a criminal conviction, and you may have to pay a fine of up to £1,000. It's never that high. We've said this before. Plus any legal costs and or compensation. Again, that almost never happens, according to my research. To stop this visit from the enforcement team, they're not coming, so I'm not going to take any action, but let's carry on. Buy a TV licence at tvl.co.uk/pay or phone the number. Don't phone the number. Payments start from £6.50 a week. I've covered on multiple occasions why that adds up to more than just buying it in one go. It does and it doesn't. For some reason, they want you to be 6 months ahead rather than just pay it a month in arrears. But it's weird, but yeah, I'm not going over that again. See reverse for more details about your options. Cover that in a minute. Move an existing licence to your current address. I'll tell you you don't need one. That's the option that I think applies to a lot of people nowadays, and it's an increasing number of people as well. But yeah, I've done that twice and it didn't stop the letters, so I figured I've told them enough times. If they're not listening, that's their problem. To stop this visit to your home and change the status of your IN0100 code, you need to act now. No, you don't.
No, we don't. Come on, let's go.
You don't need to. Well, if you want to definitely stop them visiting your home, yes, you can tell them you don't need a license or buy one, but they may still visit even if you tell them. In fact, some sources suggest that they're more likely to visit if you tell them you don't need one, so the only way to definitely stop them is to buy one. But I don't recommend you do that if you don't need one. You shouldn't be afraid of these wankers. But you don't need to act. You don't need to change the status of your silly code. You don't have to do anything. If you don't need one, just don't fucking pay for it. So yeah, so this whole thing, you need to act now.
No, we don't.
We need to check you're not breaking the law.
No, we don't.
Stop lying. Ooh, this is interesting. Yours faithfully, Scott Robson. He's not dead. I thought he was goner. I thought he'd sent out all these letters and got nowhere, and they just got rid of him, taken him out back and shot him. Wonder what's happened there then. I think there was an attempted coup. Whoever that other guy was, I can't remember his name now, he attempted to take over, and for a time he did take the TV licensing throne. But I know Scott Robson's maybe managed to rally his armies and take it back. Who fucking knows? Or more likely, they just changed up the name to try and make themselves feel and seem relevant. Yeah, that's more likely. Then again, a big TV licensing war. Yeah, that'd be alright. Anywho, Overleaf, go online to pay, update, and check to check if you need to buy a TV license. That really should be pay, update, fuck you off. Shouldn't it? I don't know, it should be fuck you off, pay if you really must. Fuck you off. When do you need a TV license? Your TV license lets you enjoy a huge range of TV. I think enjoy is a bit of a stretch nowadays. It covers you for all TV channels, pay TV services like Sky, and live TV on streaming services like Amazon Prime Video, as well as everything on BBC iPlayer on any device. If you don't watch TV in any of these ways, please let us know at tvl/no-TV. Do you know? That's not a bad definition, that really, is it? They've finally stopped banging on about bloody VHS recorders, because who has one of them anymore? And that's quite straightforward to understand. The old definition I've always complained about, that is an improvement. I mean, it's still bullshit that they're sending these letters out all the time anyway, but that's an improvement on what they had before. Previous definitions didn't mention streaming services at all, even though they've been around for years and years. It's good that they mentioned pay TV services like Sky as well. So a lot of people think, I'm paying Sky, BT, Virgin, whoever for it. Why do I need to pay a license on top of that? Yeah, or, I'm not watching BBC, I'm watching Sky Sports and I already pay extra for that. And they don't get any of the license money. And these are all very good arguments, but at least here they've made it clear that you may well pay for this stuff, but you still need a TV license. So at least it's clear that you do need one, even if the reasons for you needing one are bullshit. Anyway, yeah, that's good. They finally stopped going on about VHS recorders. Could you get a concession? It's an uphill battle, but I believe you can. You may get a concession if you're blind, because it's radio. Or age 75 and over and receiving pension credit. Yes, it used to be that if you were just over the age, the pension credit didn't matter. You could get a free TV license. But then the Tories, in their infinite wisdom, decided that we weren't poor enough in our old age and dropped that. It was going to be that everyone pays no matter what, but then they were at least convinced to roll it back a little bit. So now you have to be over 75 and receiving pension credit. Whatever. Fucking Tories, we're glad to be rid of them. Find out more at tvl/concessions. Don't call the number. If you have sight loss, you can get this information in braille, large print or audio. Just call that number, which is different to the other number. So their concessions line is different to their Braille large print, or their accessibility line, which is the same as their sales line. Interesting. If you're deaf, hard of hearing, or speech impaired, we offer the text relay service. Go to tvl.co.uk/accessibility. The correspondence, we welcome calls, emails and letters in Welsh. We'll also reply in Welsh. Our response times are the same for Welsh and English. Well, that's good of them as well, isn't it? I'm sure previous letters have said that you can get it in a great number of languages. At the very least, you can get the letters in a number of languages, and their website is available in a lot of languages, but this one only mentions Welsh. Interesting. Right, well, that just about covers it. This is a different letter. We haven't seen this one before. New code. Scott Robson is alive again. Zombie Scott Robson. Yes, it's the same bullshit, but there have been some updates to it, which, I'll be honest, I approve of. I don't approve of the letters at all, as a whole, but they have at least made some changes. They've changed this definition. It's more streamlined and stops banging on about ancient technology like VHS recorders. But I still can't condone it, because it's still just chatting shit like, we need to check you're not breaking the law. No, you don't. Going on about criminal offences, threatening people with prosecution, wanting you to live in fear of their goons coming round at any time, day or evening, weekdays or weekends. It's not on. You've made a few small improvements, but they're inconsequential in the face of the crime that you're committing every time you send one of these fucking things out. So, balls to you. Now, in terms of destroying it, I could rip it up, I could blend it, I could burn it, I could put it in the wood chipper. I've done all these things though, and if I'm honest, it's getting to the point where the hardest part about making these videos isn't recording them, isn't the editing or anything like that. It's thinking up ways of destroying these fucking letters. I'm not that imaginative. So, there's not going to be a destruction segment in this video. What I want is comments down below. How can I destroy it? I'll pick either my favourite or the most popular, depending on how many suggestions I get and how many likes and such like each one gets. Try and keep it reasonable. If you say something like throw it out of an aircraft or send it to the moon, I just don't have the means to do that. Think about stuff that I could do in my own house, please. And yeah, I'll do a separate destruction video. Just be a short, 1 or 2 minute, depending on what you tell me to do. So yeah, comment down below. Let me know what I need to do with this letter. For now though, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching this video on doing stuff and filming it. Please don't forget to press the big button here in the middle to subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you liked what you just saw, please click the like button below and leave a comment letting me know what you liked about it. And as always, thank you for watching.